the other thing is, a lot of times if I would be going to a conference, again, that takes us out of the office, but I might go a couple days ahead of time and just explore the city wherever I am, or just take advantage of just that being a little opportunity to relax a little bit before the storm starts.
Sure, I'm sure
But it's interesting about how we talk about our industry and how we do our work-life balance. But I think about people that are in other industries. For example, I have one of my interns that I've had for many years who ended up getting a full-time job. She's in investment banking, and she's expected to work unbelievable hours every day, including Saturday. As you know, investment banking people do that. And they're usually younger and they're expected to work long hours. And they're incentivized by saying, oh, well, we'll send you a car to pick you up in the morning, and there'll be a car to bring you home at night, and you can have dinner, we'll buy you dinner. And that's so you can just keep working. And that type of a job, I think, can burn you out pretty quickly. But I'm also fascinated when in our industry, you think about when we're at an event, we work with a lot of vendors or people that are working, and they have specific hours. They have to take a break a certain time. They have to take their lunch a certain time, and they have to take their dinner break. And I can remember many times where we'd be doing a huge turnaround of like from a general session into a gala dinner. And we need all hands on deck. Everybody has to be involved in putting on the linens and the glassware and the centerpieces. And you'll be maybe just 5 minutes more before you're completely set up. And several of the people, it's their time for break, and they'll just walk away. So that's kind of interesting to me that, okay, they get their downtime right now. They're going to do their work-life balance. But it's kind of frustrating, but it's interesting that kind of thing happens.
Sorry. So kind of based on what you were just saying, when you're in a job that like says like, oh, we'll send a car, we'll give you this and that, does that make it harder to like create these boundaries for yourself when you're like being given all these like nice things to like, compensate for the time that you're losing, in a sense? Does that make it harder for that to happen, for you to create like these boundaries for your work-life balance?
I believe it does, because
Mm.
I believe it's actually, the message is we're expecting you to stay and work more hours.
Mm.
And for that, we are giving we're going to have dinner for you, or we're going to send a limo for you. I mean, I lived in New York for 10 years like you do, Spencer, and I worked at a company that was like that. I mean, we we would take the limo. That was before Uber, of course, but the limos were available, and the dinner everybody would order in, or you could take a break and go out. But mostly it's ordering in, eating on the job. And I do think that type of a situation prevents you from having a better work-life balance.
Definitely. I think that you look at companies like with huge offices like Google or Facebook, and they have, 10 restaurants right there. So you never have to leave. You can just get your food, go back to your desk. So there
Yeah.
definitely is a lot of, glamour around. They try to make around keeping you at the office sometimes.